Hello, my name is Alan Martinez. Today we will be discussing the dangers of only logging in as root in a Linux system. First of all, it is important to understand it is not necessary to only use the root login. A computer can have multiple users, and in many cases they do. The reason you don't need to be logged in as root all the time, or one of them, is that as as root, you can see everyone's information. So you can go under anyone's folder and fiddle around, breaking things essentially. If you aren't an administrator, that can be very problematic. Not everyone should have that ability. That's why there's different users, each with different authority levels. Root should only be used for major critical system changes or updates, for instance, modifying and moving files from system directories, which can get very tricky and dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Granting or revoking privileges from other users on the system, because not everybody should be granted root level access. For instance, if it's a company and a certain employee should only have read-write of some files, and the next employee below him should only have the reading privileges, per se, and things of that nature. Another thing that the root could be used for is system repairs. If the system's acting buggy, needs updates or changes, recovering of some nature, a file's lost. Another great thing about the root user, having the administrative privileges, is it can limit it from others, as mentioned before, but it can be used to recover lost data from other files, or you can recover it from a previous, say, backup of another system, a home folder of someone's. For say, if you're logged into root and you're surfing online, and you happen to download a bug or malware, and that bug proceeds to delete everything on your file or your folder, under your user, and as root, it delete absolutely everything because it has top tier access, so it will delete everything the computer has, all files, memory. It essentially turns it into a brick almost. And if you're logged in as a regular user with very limited privileges, you can't access the system directories for, say, change all those critical systems. Well, then that bug that you've downloaded, that malware, would only affect that user itself. So that would prevent the other users. Say there's 10 users on this computer, that would prevent the others from falling to the same effect. They would be able to continue their regular duties, and that person would simply have to use a backup to retrieve their information. And using anything, well, anytime when working under the root, the user must be very careful not to delete any folder that may be critical to the system, because it's top tier access. You don't need any yes or no's. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. So it's very important to not remain logged in as root at all times. Feel free to use another user's account or another user account when accessing a Linux system. For the obvious reasons, you could hurt your system very much so. Thank you for watching. These are the references.